The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Mahomes going to run again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Off the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Duvernay. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Robinson on a give right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
From the 39, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Cardinals gonna use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep blow there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll find Gangland. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Smith will come in motion right.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw it for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop, and now they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Now this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Robinson with another carry.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the way,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Mahomes. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, you got to
feel right.
Exactly.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15.
On the draw, Robinson.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run with Robinson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mahomes will throw, sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more. So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've got to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in...
Oh, and it's intercepted! And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But what a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Ah, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Cards,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.